Alright, so this dude has a Minecraft Bible. Alright, you can start. I'll put on the Halo theme.
Do not kill. Alright.
I'm the true Minecraft angel.
Here we are. Woo!
Don't fucking stare at me!
Ready? Prologue. 130 years after the extermination of humanity, the Lord Notch, who had been defeated by Herobrine, had wept his final tear. He had been crying for centuries as he witnessed the ruthless slaughter of his men. His tears were as pure as the heavens themselves, and carried within a part of himself. All of his tears collected into one being. Steve was born. Chapter 1. The Word of Notch. Steve awoke in a cloudy meadow that lay between two great mountains that scraped the sky. The air was crisp and cold. His senses tingled. A voice without body echoed through the valley. Steve knew no language, but God's words are universal. Steve, awaken and free those who did not deserve punishment. Free your brothers and sisters whose souls have been taken from them. You are the embodiment of my conviction, my will, my faith, my hope, and love. You will build the world anew and retake hold of the universe from Herobrine. Chapter 2. The Awakening of a New World. Steve knew nothing of the old world. He knew nothing of the passions and dreams of those who were before. Even though of sadness, he embodies all of the strengths. Steve wanted to save all who once lived. With the awakening, wait, where's the sinner? Where's the sinner?
Where's the sinner?
He tried to get me to kill you.
Where's the sinner?
Kill the sinner!
Kill the sinner!
Steve knew nothing of the old world.
Sinner!
He knew nothing of passions and dreams of those who were once before him. Even though he was born from God's sadness, he embodies all of the strengths. Steve wanted to save all those who once lived. With his awakening, a sense of hope entered the world once again. This did not go unnoticed. The motions of Herobrine do not rest, even though they cannot travel in a day as God's light wards off evil.
Where's chapter 2? Where's chapter 2?
That was chapter 2.
Wait, that was chapter 2. Aw, dang.
Chapter 3.
Alright, now do the five commandments. Oh yeah, chapter 3. Keep going, keep going.
I have to wing it from here, boys. I didn't write anything else, sorry.
This guy's really good.
Chapter 3.
And then after this, I gotta edit my video.
Steve awakened in the cloudy meadow. He gets up once again. This time he's wearing diamond armor and holds a diamond sword in his right hand. He doesn't know what to do with this diamond sword. He knows, though, he has to protect the will of all the people. Steve takes a look at this shimmering diamond sword on the crest and...
You get out of here, sinner.
You cut out.
Get out of here, sinner! On the crest.
Get out, sinner!
Notch.
You're not allowed to be in here.
Notch wants this diamond sword to strike Herobrine and end all the terror the universe has been given. Hold on,
sinner! He's sitting!
Why is there a Grim Reaper?
I'm the fallen
angel.
You look like a Grim Reaper.
Oh.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm the fallen angel.
You need to set the Halo music again.
Close the door!
Here we go, I put it in twice.
Go nowhere, cause you can fly. Oh wait, no, fuck, you're not a senior, never mind. Yeah.
Steve grabs his diamond sword,
man,
puts it on his back holster.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but how do I leave?
Do you think Warfare will partake in this and be the god?
I hope he does.
And I can be the Minecraft devil.
That would be great. That would be great.
No.
Yeah?
Notch awakens again. He puts his diamond sword in his holster and steps forward. He knows what he has to do. He then starts his journey for the 8 obsidian blocks he needs to make a portal. He steps forward, racing down to the depths of the mines with his diamond sword drawn and his armor shimmering. He soon goes straight into the darkness. He broke one of the commandments already. Steve did not wield a torch. Steve enters the darkness. He could not see a thing. He hears hissing and zombies in the meadow. You can see a green outline start to approach him, then multiple. Then you start to hear spiders slowly crawling towards him. Steve quickly lights up a torch.
Get out of here, you're a doge!
No, he can stay. The church welcomes everyone.
Yo, everybody's welcome.
He strikes the torch open.
We don't like Roblox.
When the torch lights, God's light shows off multiple horrendous creations created by Herobrine's corruption in this world. Multiple creepers are seen. Well, creepers are devices of self-explosion, ones that will bomb everything and take apart this world one by one. That's rounds 3. Steve automatically knows that he has to stay back or else these will explode and end his journey in an instant. Herobrine will continue to corrupt the world if he does not kill Herobrine, so he must survive. Steve withdraws his diamond sword from his back holster and pulls it, striking down on one of these green penis giants. He slices it in half. It starts to spew green blood everywhere. His comrades are annoyed. They start rushing towards Steve, making the loudest sounds. Steve is terrified. He quickly grabs his diamond sword and stabs the beast in the head, cutting off the head and wearing him.
Sinner! Sinner!
Steve starts swinging the torch, trying to scare off all the other monsters.
Sinner.
You closed him out.
He takes the sword and strikes under the last green penis beast, killing it instantly. But he forgets there still lays spiders above him, ready to pounce on him. Out of nowhere, 3 spiders start to pounce on him and start ripping his arms off. Steve starts to cry in agony. He quickly kicks one off, but the second one is still biting him. He kicks that one off, and the third one is biting him. Straight on his leg. He doesn't know what to do. He starts to reach for the diamond sword that he so carelessly dropped. He slowly crawls towards the torch instead. He thinks that the torch, the God's light, will guide him through this pain, this misery. It will lead him straight to Herobrine. Suddenly, Steve gets knocked out. The spider's venom knocked him out in this journey. He doesn't want it to end. He awakens though.
No!
It's all black around him. He doesn't know what's happening. He turns on his lights again. Notch is right in front of him. Notch speaks his godly words. Steve, you dumbass, you weren't supposed to die. I will give you one last life.
I'm not sure
and you are
if they're
supposed to stop this corruption.
Bro, he's on Minecraft hardcore.
Not as a godly being, you do not question his right.
You cannot question him, sinner.
Okay.
You cannot question God. Suddenly, Steve gets teleported back into the world. The spider is still having a feast on his leg. Steve suddenly, with a lot of strength, like all enemies, he quickly grabs his diamond sword and strikes down on the beast. It splits in half. Blood spews everywhere, all over Steve, and all over the ground.
Oh my God,
his fellow spiders
epic.
take a look at Steve and start to run away. Steve knows what he must do now. He must continue to travel into the depths and fight off these ungodly beasts and save the will of all the people who have died from corruption. Steve picks up his torch again, which is still somehow bright. He runs down into the tavern. He runs down into the caverns with his torch alight. He has his diamond sword in his right hand, crisp and grabbed tightly. His diamond armor is shimmering, red stained with the blood of all those monsters that he's slayed. The corruption. He must kill it all. He must end Herobrine. End of chapter 3.
Woo!
Chapter
Everyone
4.
clap! Clap!
Clap, everybody. I'm making this all up, so sorry if it sounds like so fucking weird.
It's awesome.
I'm trying to make this up as best
It's
as I
epic.
can.
Like, it doesn't matter. Bro,
Alright.
you gotta be an author. I will buy this book. You put her on Kindle. You put her on Kindle.
You should write the Minecraft Bible.
Yo, I will make the
okay.
crappiest. I will make the shittiest freaking thing. The crappiest cover for you. I will do everything to make sure your book gets published.
No, there's still chapter 4.
Alright.
Sit
Alright.
down. That's it.
This is the last one. This is the last one, right? Because no
Yeah.
way you're gonna be able to make
This is the
more.
one that Steve defeats Herobrine.
Spoilers!
Chapter 4. The God's
Spoilers!
Might. Well, I mean, it's the last one. Obviously, it's gonna happen. Or maybe it won't. You never know.
Oh my god.
Chapter
Everyone
4.
sit down.
The God's
This
Might.
is a story.
Steve continues to venture down the cave. He continues to go down. This time Steve has been hit by an arrow? What is this? Steve knows of no other human that can wield such a human-made weapon. He turns around and sees a bony figure. Steve jumps. It's alive. It has a bow. It keeps rapid firing towards Steve, trying to end all his might. Steve dodges and starts to use his sword to slice down the arrows as they come towards him. He runs towards the skeleton, screaming his most manual scream. Ah! He runs towards the skeleton, slicing it in half, but it starts to get up. Even though he says slaying the skeleton in half, it's still there. It picks up its bows and starts firing, this time with even more accuracy. Steve gets hit by one arrow in his knee. He gets down. He screams in agonizing pain. He grabs his diamond sword again, which he's so careless he drops for the third time. He uses it to block the incoming arrows. He starts to crawl towards the skeleton, all dramatically. He picks up his sword once again because he dropped it like a dumbass, and he strikes down on the skeleton's head. He keeps on stomping on the skeleton this time. He stomps on it until it becomes nothing
I
but bone
gotta
meal.
censor out this curse word.
Go ahead. Go ahead. He gets up and he starts dying. He's breathing in and out. He's almost out of breath. Steve wonders how he can fight the god Herobrine if all this can almost take him down. He starts to clear his mind and says, my daddy Notch would not like this. Would not like if I die here. This is my last life. This is my last time to prove Notch's will. He keeps running down into the darkness. This time, he lights up his torch again. God's will follow him all the way. It will lead him down into the obsidian. Down where he can make a nether portal. Down to Herobrine's fortress.
I'm literally almost gonna cry.
Hours pass. Steve is in the cavern. He's walking around. He sees water flowing down. He starts to follow it, knowing at the end of water there is always good. He was right. Water was colliding with lava, making multiple amounts of obsidian. Steve grabs his diamond pickaxe and starts to mine the obsidian. He's exactly 8 blocks.
Oh boy, get out of the way.
Until he can make a sweet nether portal. Steve starts to laugh. He's so close. He's so close to smiting down Herobrine, meeting this beast face to face, and ending all the corruption of the Minecraft world. He smites down the obsidian.
Oh yeah, it's still on.
I will keep reading it, but put the music back on. He smites the obsidian. Back, up and down his pickaxe goes, clanking into the obsidian, making the most loudest noise. He starts to attract the beasts of corruption. The zombies, the spiders, the creepers, all of them start to run towards him. It starts to form a horde. He starts to hear them. Steve gets up really fast and turns around over his right shoulder to see multiple beasts incoming. He starts to panic. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know if he should mine obsidian. He doesn't know if he should build a base. He doesn't know what to do. He quickly picks up his diamond sword and starts swinging it like a female towards them. He clashes one in the head, knocking it down. The other monsters are surprised. They've never fought this beast before. They've never known what true pain was. They've never been smited down. Steve starts to laugh. These beasts are weak. He can fight them all. He has the power of Notch, the power of God, the power of all those who have been corrupted. He grabs his diamond sword and starts to smite down all these beasts as they start coming in. Blood starts to clash all over the walls onto his armor. They start to go everywhere. His diamond armor is becoming red. He doesn't know what to do after all these are dead. More are incoming. More keep coming. More keep falling from the roofs, coming from the floors, coming from his left. Steve wants to fight, but he's running out of stamina. He keeps clashing them, stabbing them in the head. He starts to kill them with their own bodies, ripping off their arms and slapping each other with their own arms. He keeps stabbing them left and right, killing more and more. He keeps killing hundreds and hundreds, reaching the thousands and thousands. He keeps killing them over and over. Finally, they stop. Steve on top of a pile of bodies, a pile of corruption. Spiders, thieves, skeletons, zombies, all of them are right there. Steve is standing, almost out of breath. A tear streams down. He has killed many that used to be innocent.
Mom, drop 10K or die, drop 10K or die. Just kidding, I'm not mugging.
Alright. Steve continues. He starts to search where the obsidian is throughout the final dead bodies. He finally finds the obsidian. He only needs 2 more. He strikes down 1 obsidian block, a second obsidian block. He's good to go. All he needs now is to build the portal right into Herobrine's fortress and meet this beast eye for eye into a deep clashing duel where he will fight this beast in order to rid the world of corruption.
Is it over?
I need a quick drink of water. I'm sorry.
Alright. It's okay.
It's
Keep
alright,
going.
yeah,
You can do this. You've been talking for a little while.
My mouse is glitched now. Hopefully my video doesn't get deleted.
Thank you.
No problem.
Steve goes forward.
Please make this
He
quicker
stops
because I
to
really
place
want to end this video.
Yeah, sure.
Hey,
stops to
no.
place
Keep
blocks.
this as
2
long
on
as
the
you
bottom,
can.
3 on the top, and 2 on the top. Finally, he makes a portal. He doesn't know what to do next. Finally, a thought runs into his mind. It is not. You dumbass, light it up with fire. Throw the torch on it. Steve is written that Notch would use such curse words, but he listens. He throws the torch of God's will onto the portal. It suddenly alights a purple phase. There's a portal now. Oh, it is so corrupted. He can feel the corruption eroding off of it. Steve is ridden. He does not want to step inside it, but he has to. Steve puts 1 foot inside it. A weird feeling comes from the foot. He puts his entire body, and he starts to feel like he's going unconscious. Steve blacks out, but he awakens into a new world, a world of fiery hell, a world where he sees souls, multiple souls, crying souls in the shape of sand that are dragging him down. He starts to fight off the souls, stabbing them at once. These are corrupted souls, they can die, they deserve to die, Steve says. He starts to stab them until he finally fights them off and gets on his feet. He starts to slowly push through the soul sand. It's like quicksand. It's trying to drag him down. The more he moves, the more he gets down. He keeps fighting with all his might until he finally reaches this bloody red bedrock-like substance called netherrack. He steps his foot on it and pulls himself from the soul sand. The soul starts to scream. From the nether fortress, he hears a deep screech. He doesn't know what's going on. He sees the fortress. He hears a screech, but there's also silence. He sees multiple beasts around him, but they aren't attacking him. They're like pig beasts that wield the golden sword. He starts to think that maybe these are neutral. Maybe these are those taken by the corruption. But they aren't really. Maybe they aren't fully corrupted. Maybe they are fighting back. So Steve chooses to ignore them. He calls them pigmen. These pigmen will help him in his deer battle very soon. Steve starts to step forward towards the fortress. He hears another deep screech. A quick flash of white appears. A dragon spews out from the nether fortress. All black with purple glowing eyes. It is the Ender Dragon. Long, black, skinny men with purple eyes start teleporting around him. The mouths gaping open, they start attacking Steve. Left and right, every hit, they teleport away. Steve doesn't know what to do. He starts to run in circles, throwing his sword around, trying to kill at least one. He finally strikes one and it stops the teleport. It starts to screech at him, but out of the desert, the dragon swoops in and grabs him. Steve is now in the air. The dragon is now flowing with him. The dragon has him grasped. Steve is dangling down 100 feet over. He sees lava under him. He doesn't know what to do. If he attacks the beast, it will let him go. But Steve has no choice. He grabs his diamond sword and penetrates to Steve's belly, using it as leeway to remain height. The beast screams and starts to go down towards the ground. But Steve knows that if he takes this beast down with him, Herobrine will definitely be angry. Steve knows that this beast is corrupted. Steve knows that this was not the final blow. The beast is still alive. The beast starts to scream. Endermen start to appear all around him, slapping Steve, trying to drag him down off this beast. But he keeps fighting. He pulls his sword deeper into the beast, way deeper. The beast starts a bigger scream and starts to cry. Steve is now putting it into the heart. Steve puts the sword through the beast's heart, and it lets out one final scream as it starts heading towards the ground. It's heading towards the lava. Steve knows this. He sees the Enderman trying to teleport away. He grabs onto the Enderman and teleports with the Enderman. He sees the beast clashing into the lava, letting out one final scream. The Enderman starts to scream and finally disappear. Steve is now left alone, covered in purple blood. He doesn't know what to do. He's almost left dead. He has 1.5 heart left. His diamond armor is almost broken, and he splits his diamond sword in half.
Can I shoot you to make you shut up on Minecraft? I don't want to
Sinner!
listen to Minecraft.
Sinner!
Go away. Go away.
Sinner!
Okay, I'm gone.
Sinner!
That's already am.
No, you said can you shoot?
Sinner!
You don't hear Minecraft. That's
Steve
already am.
continues. He continues into his fortress. He starts going towards the nether fortress. He knows he's pissed off Herobrine. Herobrine has been the overlord of this world. I'm going to, do that. There we go. He has been the overlord of the corruption, the overlord of this world, who standed unchallenged for thousands of years.
Now who knows really?
Steve starts to go for. He knows where he awaits is a long battle that may kill him. That may kill himself, but at least the world will be ridden of corruption. He starts to go forward, wielding his diamond sword that is broken in half. He knows he can defeat Herobrine. He knows he can stop the corruption for once. He goes forward even more and starts to enter the nether fortress. He hears multiple screams of souls all around him, like they're cheering him on.
Done?
Oh no, I'm making this up on the way. It's almost done.
Oh, I know, I was here
He sees fiery beasts flying above him.
Come back.
They start shooting fireballs down to him. He sees a white cloud-like figure also shooting fireballs down to him. He was named Blaze and gassed. The gas starts to cry as it's shooting fireballs like it's doing it against its will. Steve knows that these aren't beasts of the corruption, that these are normal beasts. He starts to deflect the fireballs, trying to kill him. He runs through the nether fortress, trying to get to the highest tower where he knows Herobrine lays, on his throne, controlling all the corruption. He goes forward, running and running, running as fast as he can, deflecting all these fireballs as they tear the bridge around him. He's almost there.
Oh my god.
Circle.
Blasphemy!
He
Blasphemy!
starts going forward.
Take it down!
Faster and faster. Running as fast as he can, deflecting all the fireballs. As fast as he can. He's breaking one fireball. The other fireball, he finally deflects one, killing a ghast. He has not his cries. That was not a corruption. He has killed someone. That was not a part of the corruption. He has ended a fellow soul. He has ended one that was free. One that was against Herobrine's will. He keeps going forward, running and running with his diamond sword. He's crying. He knows he just ended one's life that did not deserve to be ended. He broke another commandment. He's almost broken all the commandments. He knows when he does, God himself, Nosh, will smite him right then and there. Will end his life. Will stop him from killing Herobrine, even though Nosh does not want to. He runs forward as fast as he can. He's almost to the top of the tower. He's finally entered the base. He's running up the steps. The blazes are still shooting him. The gas is still raining their hell upon it. The tower is almost destroyed. He keeps running up the tagged steps as they destroy under him. The ground rumbles. The stairs start to slip from under his feet, but he keeps continuing. He slips and starts to crawl up the stairs. He's almost there. He's so close. He's about to meet Herobrine face to face. He keeps running up the stairs as fast as he can, Almost there. Only a few flights to go. He keeps running. The stairs keep breaking. The blazes keep firing. The gas keep raining the hell upon it, almost destroying the entire tower. The tower is losing its structure. He's finally made it to the top. He starts to breathe. The blades and gas have stopped firing. There are no more. He doesn't know why. Until he sees right then and there, on the throne, is something that looks exactly like him. His white eyes are glowing. He says with a deep voice, "I've been awaiting you, my son. I've been awaiting you to come here. You have been guided by my enemy Nosh, my brother. But listen, you are here to fight off the corruption, but the corruption is not that saved. The corruption is the one that saved this world from terror. This world was all peaceful, but there reigned multiple griefers. They placed TNC all over and killed innocents. But as soon as the corruption failed, mobs started to come and the humans were forced to work together. The corruption saved this Minecraft world. If you kill me now, we'll go back to normal. Humans will be killing humans. It will go even deeper into corruption." Steve doesn't know what to do. He's sitting there. Who is this man? Is this Herobrine? He doesn't know. He grabs his diamond sword. He knows that if this is Herobrine, he must kill him. But what if Herobrine is telling the truth? What if, when he kills him, the corruption becomes even stronger? What if Herobrine is the one keeping the corruption intact? Suddenly he hears Notch. Notch says from a distance, "Don't listen to him, you buffoon. He's telling lies. He's trying to get you into the corruption. He will only make you corrupted, and make the world itself even more corrupted. I will lose power. He will kill everybody. Nobody will exist anymore." Steve doesn't know what to do. He's conflicted. What does he do now? He needs help from the fellow believers. The fellow believers must say what he does. Will he kill Herobrine or will he join Herobrine? Which one, my fellow comrades?
Join! Join!
No,
He joins him.
kill Herobrine. Kill him. You gotta kill
Join
him.
him!
Kill
You
him.
gotta join him!
Kill him. Join him. Which one? Which one?
Kill him. You know what? Join him.
Steve doesn't know what to do.
Kill
Join
the
him.
dragon.
He's
Join
killing
him.
multiple.
Join
But one
him.
calls out to
Join him.
Why not kill them both? Why not kill them both?
Kill them both! Kill them both!
Why not kill them both? He can take his diamond sword, stab Herobrine right now, and kill the one who birthed him. Kill the one who may also be doing the corruption. Make this world all even, peaceful, no longer full of corruption. He starts to be conflicted. He knows what he must do. In his mind he says, dear Father Notch, I will not join Herobrine. I will say I will join Herobrine and kill him right down in his throne. I want you to come witness it. Herobrine says, "Very well, my son," and he teleports right in front of Steve. He is there in all his glory. Out of him emits a yellow glow. All around him it starts to sparkle up the dark room. Herobrine sees this, and he starts to chuckle. "You thought that you can bring Notch? What a buffoon! Why would you bring Notch?" And Steve says, "I will kill Notch right in front of you. I will show you my trust to join the corrupted side." Herobrine says, "Well, this is getting interesting, isn't it?" He starts to laugh. "Very well, my son. Go forward. Kill Notch." He says, "Very well." But instead, Steve charges towards Herobrine. He takes out his diamond sword and slits his throat. Herobrine starts to choke. He starts to choke up blood.
No!
Herobrine says, you think I will die this easily?" Out of nowhere, this wall starts to tear open, blazes and gas starts to rain hell upon the... It starts to become fiery hell. Out of nowhere, Endermen starts to spew around. Steve is surrounded. He's surrounded in a fire pit, a circle of fire.
We should have tamed him, Herobrine, given him a bone.
I'm sad now.
He stabs! He stabs the Endermen around him. He sees balls appearing from him. Did he just take the generals? He's confused. So he grabs the balls and starts to throw them up. Just for fun. He doesn't know why, but something was telling him to do so. Randomly, he starts to teleport. He notices that these Ender balls, gonna call them, these generals, these reproductive system of the Endermen are the ones that are causing them to teleport. So he starts to kill the Endermen, harvest them, start to gang them all up. He knows he can use this to kill both of them. He knows what he must do. He grabs the ender balls. The ender balls, all of them in the glory. He throws the ender ball towards the ghast and stabs the ghast. He stabs the blazes. He starts to throw the ender balls everywhere, quickly stabbing and killing the enemies as he teleports all right across the sky. Nuts is good, my son. Keep killing the corruption. Keep killing them. Herobrine starts to laugh. You think that you will cause any impact by killing these? I can summon more, you buffoon! I will keep summoning them. You will keep fighting until you die. But Steve knows what he must do. He quickly throws a ender ball right behind Herobrine without him noticing. He teleports behind Herobrine. He pulls up his diamond sword and stabs Herobrine right in the head. Herobrine lets out a screech. Here, white glow starts to radiate from him. All of the beasts start to explode. The blazes and ghast no longer are fighting anymore. They're looking at Herobrine. They finally got a cheerful face on, as if they were fighting against their will. Herobrine starts to scream, blood starts to come out from his mouth. It starts to bleed everywhere. Everywhere. Herobrine is like, why must you do this? Why must you go against the corruption? We were the ones keeping this world balanced. We were the ones keeping this world from getting more corruption from the humans. We were the ones that were keeping this world all nice and safe. The ones that were letting the humans roam free. Steve says, I must do this. I must do this. I must be the one that does this. I must kill you. I'm sorry. Herobrine lets out one final saying, one that strikes Steve. My son, why must you kill me? I did not give birth to you for you to end me right here. I gave birth to you for you to keep balancement in this world. Herobrine dies. The white finally radiates. He doesn't know what to do. Steve is conflicted. Did he just kill his own father? Nott starts to laugh. You buffoon, you trusted me. You're the one that fed the corruption. I was the head of the corruption. I was the one that was making sure that the corruption would spread through the world. I was the true devil. You just killed the one that was keeping the world balanced. Congratulations. And now you must perish. Yay. You perished with the thought of killing your own father. Steve starts to cry. He doesn't know what he's just done. With his own cold blood, he's killed his own father. Why? Why has he done this? Why? He starts to look down at his hands filled with the blood of his own father. He starts to cry. Nott starts to reproach him. Nott summons a yellow sword, a sword with yellow might, a sword that's glowing. But the sword starts to turn black. Green starts to emit from it, and purple veins start to appear. The sword of corruption. The sword he has been warned about. The sword that will smite down and kill everything from existence. The sword that will end all and start the corruption from all. And the world will be nothing but a ball of corruption. Steve knows this is the end. He doesn't know what to do until he feels his back pocket. Steve finds out he has one more ender ball left. He knows what he can do. He throws the ender ball behind Notch as he approaches, grabbing his diamond sword. He strikes down on Notch, but Notch blocks it. He says, you think that it will be this easy? You think that it will be this easy, my son? You think that it will be this easy to kill the god of corruption, the god of all this? I've orchestrated this world for thousands of years. I've corrupted you when you think that I'm your father. You think that it will be this easy for me? Now, says, you will be stricken down. Notch starts to throw the sword down towards Steve. He starts to clash with Steve's half-broken sword. Steve doesn't know what to do. He knows if he continues this, he will die. He notices that he has another ender ball, so he throws it behind him and tries to stab Notch. He goes for the stab. Sadly, Notch blocks it. The sword goes down towards Notch's knee. Steve slices Notch's knee in half. Notch screams, but he stabs Steve in the arm.
I mugged you again.
Steve starts to bleed, as long as Notch also starts to bleed.
Let me out.
I'll end you!
Now, he doesn't know what to do.
Wait, the music stopped.
He's injured. His sword. He can no longer bring up his arm enough to strike Notch. Notch starts to laugh. You fool. You got my knee, but I have gotten your arm. You can no longer strike with that holy sword on me.
Not yet. Not yet.
Steve starts to cry. From behind, he sees something. He sees a glow. What is that? He sees Herobrine. Herobrine, the ghost of Herobrine, his father. His father starts to smile. He says, my son, I will kill this beast for you, but once I die, the entire world will be erased, and you will start new. You will be the god of the world, the new world. Please, my son, guide the new world without corruption. Bring balance to this world. You know what you must do. Herobrine strikes forward, stabbing Notch in the back. Notch lets out a scream. Multiple explosions start to occur as the world starts to turn white. The entire world starts to tear in front of Steve. His father starts to dissipate. Notch starts an agonizing scream. White corruption, blue corruption, green corruption, purple corruption. All that starts to appear. It starts spewing out everywhere. Screams of pain starts to go and fill up the world as the world tears in half. Lava starts to fill up. All the world is being replaced by light. Eventually, the world is ripped entirely in half and starts to break down. The Nether Fortress collapses down into the lava. Steve starts to burn. He starts to scream. The entire world turns white. Steve is blacked out. He wakes up again. Steve sees that he's woken up, but this time, he's in a world of complete new. A world where he can see only grass meadows. A world of peacefulness. A world where he's clear. Is this the new world? Is this the world that Steve must do? This is the world that Steve owns. Steve must continue the will of his father, Herobrine. He must stricken this world of balancement. He must give this world what it needs. He must make sure Notch will never come back.
I'm actually invested
of the
in
Minecraft Bible.
That's amazing.
Clap! I can't clap. Clap, everyone.
I made up that entire fucking thing, by the way. So I mean,
You made that
That
all
was
up.
great. That was
Showdown,
great.
you come here now.
Turn off the music. Turn off the music.
All right,
That
that
was
was
amazing.
awesome. All right, bro, can you like send me your Twitch channel? I need that VOD.
I don't think I'll be able to. Actually.
1 second. That was awesome. That was awesome.